Welcome back to DPSN. I'm Dylan Oliver, and I'm back again with my Week 6 NFL score predictions. Now, last week for Week 5, it was rough. I went 8-8, 500 on the week. It was not good. Today, this is my bounce back week. Starting things off, Thursday Night Football. It's probably the worst matchup of the week. The Washington Commanders at the Chicago Bears. The Bears are favored in this one by just 1 point. Both these teams are very bad, but one is definitely a bit worse than the other one, and I think the Commanders are the worst team. And with this game being in Chicago, I have the Bears winning it 20-17. Then to start things off on Sunday morning, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Atlanta Falcons. The Niners are favored by 5.5 points for a reason. They are a much better team, and they are looking fantastic right now. Now, the Falcons were looking pretty solid over the last 3 weeks as well, but the Niners are on a whole nother level compared to the Falcons and most teams in the league. So I have the Niners winning this game 27-17. After that one, we have the New England Patriots at the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Browns are the favorites in this game in Cleveland. Patriots are coming off a huge shutout victory over Detroit last week. Could be a big momentum builder for them, but overall, I like the talent a lot more on the side of Cleveland, so I'm going to have Cleveland win this game 20-14. Up next, we have the New York Jets at the Green Bay Packers. Now, my Green Bay Packers are not looking great right now. They struggled and lost last week to the New York Giants, so I gotta hope they don't lose again to the other New York team this week. I don't think they will. Games in Lambeau. They don't lose back-to-back games with Matt LaFleur as head coach. Rodgers is coming out. Rodgers is going to put on a show. This defense is going to step up, and they will win this game. I have them winning it 27-13. Next game up on the slate is the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this is already a rematch from a few weeks ago when the Jags destroyed the Indianapolis Colts, but I think a lot has changed, honestly, since their last matchup. The Jags have not looked as good. The Colts actually got a win. So I think that the Colts are still the better team and that the Colts will win this game. In Jacksonville, we know the Colts are cursed. Outside of Jacksonville, they can win it. So I have the Colts winning this game 21-17. It'll be close, but this time the Colts will get it done. After that one, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Miami Dolphins. Now, Tua Tagovailoa is still out for the Dolphins, and Teddy Bridgewater is probably out for the Dolphins as well, meaning they are down to their third string quarterback, and very few teams are able to go in and win with third string quarterbacks. So I have the Vikings winning this one with a score of 23-14. Up next, we actually have a game I'm pretty excited for between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Bengals are favored in this one by 1.5 points. Both these teams are 2-3 coming into the game. I think the Bengals are overall the better team and will do enough to win this game. I have the Bengals going on the road, going to New Orleans, and winning this game 24-16. Up next, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Giants. I mean, people are still sleeping on the New York Giants. They're 4-1. They just beat the Packers. They beat the Titans earlier. They've looked great. But the Ravens are favored by 5 points in this game. And I'm not going to lie, I also am still sleeping on the Giants. I think that the Ravens go in and win this game because I don't think the Giants are actually that fantastic of a team. I don't think they are good enough to beat a team like the Ravens. So I have the Ravens winning this one 24-21. It'll be close, but in the end, I don't think the Giants are still one of those top tier teams and that they'll lose this one. Then the final Sunday morning game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And oh boy, if you thought last week was rough, this week's going to be just as rough almost for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last week, the Steelers got destroyed 38-3 by the Buffalo Bills. And this week, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are going to absolutely dominate the Steelers as well. I have the Bucs winning this one 31-10. It's not looking good for the Steelers, and I don't think Mike Tomlin's perfect record of above 500 every year is going to continue. They are a mess. They're not looking good. They're going to have a lot of losses this season. Now, to start things off right off the bat with our Sunday afternoon games, we have my lock of the week, the Carolina Panthers at the Los Angeles Rams. Matt Rule just got fired. The Panthers are under a whole bunch of changes. They are not going to be good. They are very, very, very bad. They're going to get dominated in this game. In LA, the Rams are looking to bounce back after a loss to the Cowboys. It's going to be ugly for the Panthers, so I easily have the Rams winning this one and being my lock of the week, winning this game 28-10. After that, we have an NFC West divisional matchup, the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Now, the Cardinals put up a good fight against the Philadelphia Eagles last week and almost ended up winning or getting that game into overtime. The Seahawks unfortunately lost once again last week, dropping them down to 2-3 on the season. This one is in Seattle, and for that reason, and because Geno Smith is apparently the greatest quarterback of all time, I actually have the Seattle Seahawks winning this game in a very, very close 28-27 Seahawks win. After that, we have the game of the week, the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Both these teams have looked phenomenal. Both of them are 4-1, looking like the best two teams in the entire AFC. It will probably be an AFC Championship preview here in this week, and I can't wait for it. I think the Bills win it, though. They are looking to get revenge for last year's divisional championship round, where they had a phenomenal playoff game, but in overtime, the Chiefs came out with it. Josh Allen is not going to let this game go to overtime. Josh Allen is going to get it done and win this game 35-27. Then Sunday Night Football, we have a huge NFC East matchup. The Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles coming into this one 5-0. Cowboys coming into it 4-1. I believe Cooper Rush will still be the starter for the Cowboys and not Dak Prescott, but it's been working, so it could work again this week. But if I'm being honest, the Eagles are the better team, and I think they will win this game, especially with it being in Philadelphia. I have Eagles winning this one by 8 points, score of 23-15. And now finally, to end the week off, Monday Night Football, we have the Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Broncos are a mess. They are so bad offensively. Defensively, they're solid. Offensively, they can't move the ball. They can't score in the red zone. Russ just isn't the same person this season as he has been in the past, and I don't know if he's going to be able to turn it around. Whereas on the Chargers, they got Justin Herbert. They can move the ball. The ground game's looking great after last week with Austin Eckler. It's always great with Herbert passing, and the defense will do enough. So I definitely have the Los Angeles Chargers winning this game with a score of 24-14, because I just don't think the Broncos offense will do enough to make the plays when needed. So Chargers win this one 24-14. Well, that is all the games for week 6. Be sure to tune in next week, where I will once again be having my week 7 score predictions. But for now, I'm Dylan Oliver, and I will see you next time.
Bye.